Hey everybody, welcome back to Battle Ready Inc. So I'm not normally one to go over news, but I feel like today's announcement was so huge I cannot turn a blind eye to this. So I wanted to go ahead and throw this out there for people so that way everyone knows, the four corners of YouTube must know about this. We've got Loogamon support and Eiji as well coming to the TCG already. All the way from Seekers, which is still super new. We've only got a little bit of it so far, and we're already getting announcements. How awesome is that? Don't forget, this much memory marker is Monimon, though. So if you're playing a Hunter's deck, you know, Seekers are kind of like Hunters. This is a fantastic memory marker to pick up. This is handmade out of clay, hand-painted as well by my wife, Digimon. Very, very cute, very adorable, perfect size memory marker for your Hunters decks out there, or really any of them that are using this baby, any of your save decks out there that are using this little guy. Also on her Etsy page, you can find all of the previous memory markers that we featured on the channel for her in the past, and as well as a lot of them have been updated with new forms. So if you haven't been over there in a while, definitely go check it out and check out the new stuff. Also, if you guys are a fan of buying cards and singles online like I am, I recommend checking out cardtrader.com. I'll have a link in the description below that you can go and use to sign up. You'll instantly get a free $2 to use on cardtrader.com. It's a great website because if you use their Card Trader Zero program, what they do is they gather all the cards that you're buying at their warehouse, and then they ship them to you for a single shipping cost. It sucks when you have to pay more for the shipping than you do the cards themselves. That's when cardtrader.com comes in clutch. So just use my link, go sign up, and get yourself free $2 and go start buying some singles. Alright, so those not familiar, Digimon Seekers is the latest project for Digimon. Rather than jumping into a whole brand new series after Ghost Game and Adventure 2020, they decided to go about it a little bit slower this time around, and so they're releasing a novel version of the next Digimon series first. I got it up on the screen here. Digimon Seekers looks really awesome. The concept of it is great. I'm like the first 10 like mini chapters into it, the first 10 sections into it, and it's been great so far. Really, really loving it. Loogamon is the main Digimon. Loogamon and Eiji here, they're our main characters. We've only seen a little bit of, I believe, the girl on the left here, with her team of Commandramons and things like that. But if you'll notice that we've got the crystal on the head, these guys are basically all the support for Alphamon. So really interested to see where this goes, whereas the main character isn't Alphamon. So, okay, there's a lot to build up for this. So I'm really excited to see what they do with it, but we're not going over all the theory crafting and everything like that. There's a whole lot of stuff, even just the background here. We got Chaos Dramon and Megidramon, or Megadramon. And then we got the Commandramon support here. So we got the new Commandramon that just got added, so we'll probably see him in this set as well as their carrier here. It's like an aircraft carrier that carries a squad of Commandramon around. So we'll probably expect that to be a level 5, and this will be the level 4. So really excited to see what they do with those guys. Hopefully we'll get them in the set. But let's go ahead and take a look right here. Lots of people have been sharing this around all day. Super, super thankful for all you guys that are like quick to get us the news all the way from JP. It's very, very much appreciated. So we got a 3 play cost rookie here, 3 play cost tamer as well. Let's do the Loogamon first. Start of your main phase by placing 1 Eiji Nagasumi from your hand or trash under this Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. Gain 1 memory. So that's really neat. Maybe some shenanigans with Doraemon as the rookie potentially there. So when you slide a source underneath, you draw a card as well. Definitely has some X-Antibody vibes a little bit there. He is an X-Antibody type, so that definitely helps. Dark Animal as well as a Sock, which is the new like group, I guess, kind of like Cross and Blue Flare and things like that. And then inheritable here, your turn, once per turn, when your card with the Dark Animal Sock trait is played, gain 1 memory. So very interesting. We'll yet to see how that factors into it. We can imagine that his new Evo line is a Dark Animal Evo line. If you haven't seen it, the level 4 has been shown off a little bit. He's like a 4-legged dog, but like also like a bird, like a wyvern. So it's like there's like wings coming off of his arms and stuff like that. Really, really crazy looking. Like he goes from a dog to like this four-legged bird. It's wild. We'll see what happens next, though. We still haven't got anything beyond just them showing that visual of the level 4. And then for the tamer here, this is where I think it gets really interesting and really spicy. So security, play this card without playing its cost. That's pretty normal. Start of your main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory. That's really strong. So 3 play cost, purple tamer, that if your opponent has a Digimon, you just gain 1 memory. That's super generic, really useful. I'm already here for that. And then main, mind link to one of your Digimon with dark animal or sock trait. Mind link is place this tamer under one of your Digimon without a tamer in its Digivolution cards. So you just get to slide this right underneath your Digimon that has the required traits, so dark animal sock. So that's what mind link does. Similar in fashion to something you might see in a hybrid thing, where your tamer goes underneath your Digimon, but this just happens, right? You just get to slide this guy right underneath it, and if it's with Loogamon, you're gonna gain that memory, which is really powerful. So big fan of this little duo here we got. I'm excited to see where it goes. But then also Eiji, all turns while this Digimon has has dark animal sock trait, this Digimon gains alliance and blocker. And then end of all turns, you may play one Eiji Nagasumi from this Digimon's division cards without paying the cost. For us hybrid players, that's insane. Well, I just get to reuse my tamer over and over and over. That's one of the things that's like, the game has gotten faster and faster over the past year, where hybrid decks can struggle a little bit to keep up depending on the build that you're using and how fast it is. For this, just to be able to just play that tamer right back out super easily, that feels really, really strong, because like a lot of this has to do with dark animal and sock, but this end of all turns, you may play one Eiji Nagasumi from this Digimon's division cards without paying the cost. That just works for anything, so there's no restriction on that end of all turns ability, so you can just pull him right back out of the Digimon, play him right back to the field. Very strong. Just Evo on top of him, hybrid after hybrid after hybrid. You get one Eiji in field, and then you just loop it, and it's so strong. For purple hybrid decks, definitely feel like this will be a good include for those decks. Very, very strong. And then Alliance and Blocker, not bad here. Alliance, though, is a little... we'll have to see how it performs in the deck. Alliance, you really got to build around Alliance for Alliance to be good. That's the one that adds the DP to another attacking Digimon. And then Blocker's always solid. I mean, just the fact that you can like Digivolve any of your hybrids on this, or just slide this underneath any of your dark animal sock traits, and then instantly give it Alliance and Blocker just out of nowhere. Like, that's a really strong ability, just Blocker out of nowhere to keep you alive. I'm a big fan of that. So very, very cool like duo here. I think there's going to be a lot of potential to see it here in the future. I do want to also just jump over here into BT14. This is a lot of the stuff that's been revealed so far. Some of it is still missing. This is on .dev. These guys try their best, and I appreciate them so much. They try to keep up with everything in the game. You guys are amazing. But you'll notice purple has been mysteriously absent from the reveals. We've had just the one Loogamon so far, and then that was it for pure purple. So these guys will take up 2 slots there, so we'll have our purple tamer as well as a purple rookie, but they could definitely potentially give us more. I don't know if they will. I don't know if it's going to be like a ghost game situation where, we got the promos like really early on. We got one tamer and then the rookie form as promos, and then it was like silence for months, and then the next set we got the level 4 and the level 5 on them. And then it was silence again for a long time, and we're just now getting to the point where we're getting megas for them. Hopefully it won't be like that. Hopefully, they'll spoil a little bit and give us, an Evo or 2 to go with those 2 guys. I really hope they do, because I feel like there's some potential there, but there's not enough to really go on to do anything too amazing just yet. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see some more news here soon.